If you're dating somebody who does any of these things, please reconsider. I found my old phone that's not connected to the cloud, so I thought I'd lost all this. But as a writer, storyteller, I take photos of things all the time for my memory and in case I ever want to tell a story about it. And I also take a lot of notes, but I'm terrible at handwriting, so I typed all these notes. It's so like funny and tragic and horrifying and like all the things when I went back and looked at this. Okay, problem number 1. I cash all his checks for him. If a man cannot have a bank account because he is so irresponsible and he also doesn't have a driver's license or social security card or any of those things, you're probably with a hobosexual. He's a parasite. He will ruin your life. He'll financially destroy you. And he may even try to unalive you like mine did. I loan him money all the time. Melanie loans until payday. Because that's what I felt like. This man could not manage his money. So all I did was manage his money for him. Just like the baby. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to give you God. I got him house sitting gigs. So this man... I just need y'all to know how embarrassing this is, but I think it's important because I want people who are in this situation to not feel as ashamed, but to also know you're in trouble. You are probably too smart, too healthy, too loving, too everything to be settling for this trash that you are. And your shame is one of the things that keeps you with these men, besides like chronic codependency and all the other things. Childhood trauma, looking for a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th act. You know, I got him house sitting gigs, because the dude literally had no home when I fell for him. I fell for him before I realized he had a girlfriend. He was living with his girlfriend and her mother for free. And so he was cheating on her with me, and I didn't realize he was cheating. And then basically I was like, whoa, I don't want to be this side dish or the other woman. So I set an ultimatum, and unfortunately he called my bluff. So then I got this hobo. He had a banjo, a hammock, and a machete, and like a bunch of random things. And then he became my problem because I felt so guilty for getting involved with a man who had a girlfriend, even though he lied, that I was like, oh, well, this is the cross I bear. And so I would get him house sitting gigs because I didn't want this man moving in with me. I even set rules. I was like, okay, you can stay at my place like 3 nights a week, but the rest, and he didn't. You know how fast he broke all those rules? He literally moved into a van with his coworkers and lived down by the river. I kid you not. Until they kicked him out. By the way, this is Taos, New Mexico, so if you know, you know. Every woman I know has dated a complete bum in Taos. Almost all of them have a criminal record or a ton of debt, and most of them don't want to work. Anyway, not all of them. I love my guys, friends who are there that are healthy. Mwah, I love you. The rest, you can eat up. That's just like ski town culture too, by the way. I let him live with me all summer because I finally just gave in. I let him use my utilities and he never took out the trash or the recycling. Can you imagine he moved into my place while I was on family vacation and just basically never left. You know, like all the rules, he just completely started breaking all of them. Once you let these dudes in your house, it's over. They're not leaving. They're not leaving. You have no idea how hard it's going to be to get that man out of your house. They are squatters. And if, God help you, they're good at eating that, you are so screwed. You're never getting them out. Because then you got oxytocin and all those hormones and chemicals being like, yeah, but I don't know. You don't love him. It's limerence. It's being climatized. It's all other things, but it's not love. Oh, wait, he paid me once for utilities. He washed his clothes and used my shower every day. I bought the Kindle so he could have something to do and leave me alone. So I can do stuff without him. I told y'all, these men are like, you know, they're just like, wow, wow. And then you literally give them anything to pacify them. You carry around things in your little diaper bag to keep the baby quiet. Don't wake the baby. And none of it works. These are temporary solutions to a big problem. A man who hates you, hates himself, and will ruin your life. Okay, I forgot about this. And when I took it to Florida, I took my Kindle to Florida when I went to go for my niece's birthday. I took my Kindle to Florida so I would have something to read on the plane. He was lost. He didn't know what to do because he couldn't use the DVD player or the TV because he'd thrown those at me. Literally threw those at me and broke them. Remember when I told you that he didn't have a driver's license, social security card, like passport, anything, none of it. So I took him all the way to Santa Fe and also to Colorado Springs. This is like hours and hours of driving, y'all, to go to the DMV, help him change his address so he could get one of these cars. I even faked a rental agreement for this man so he could prove he had an address so he could get one. It never worked. He never got one. I helped him get a literal truck. So in New Mexico, everybody has like several cars, like none of them work at all. Just like in a lot of rural areas, right? You have to have a car to get around, so you kind of always have like a backup junk car. So my friend had a backup junk car, like total piece of crap, but it got you from point A to B in town. You would never take this thing out of town. I got him this for free. My friend let him use it for free. He almost trashed it. I was so afraid he was going to ruin my friend's car that I literally just took it back. I was like, please, like, tell him you need this because I'm afraid he's going to ruin this and I'll never forgive myself. And then I saved all of his money for him. I helped him save money so he could buy a new car. Not a new car. It cost like $600. But new to him, new to a hobo. He didn't have the discipline, so I had to do it for him. Y'all, I am not good with money. Like, I don't even know what is it called? An IU 40, 1040, what is it? 401k. I'm thinking WD-40. 401k. I still don't understand what that is. I just have tons and tons of debt from this man and, student loans and also all the therapy I had to do to treat the trauma from this man. And then also a failed book proposal is another man. Anyway, God, I wonder, I would be financially stable if it wasn't for men. I would be thriving if it wasn't for men. I am thriving despite men, but God, I don't know if I'm ever going to catch up. But I'm not good with money. But I had to learn to be better with money so that this man did not ruin my life more. Okay, I have so much more to say. There's so much gold in these notes that I found, but I want to point out this last thing to end with. Please let me know what else you want to know and comment for more if you want more of this. I never know what y'all want to see. Look at this right here. I like the affection and being held more than anything. I'm gonna miss this. Y'all, I honestly think that's why I stayed with him so long. I mean, yes, codependency, cortisol levels, complete manipulation, gaslighting, that this like maternal fear that this man's gonna die, like all this crap, right? But this right here, this was the first boyfriend I ever had at the age of 36, like real boyfriend, I'd done like a couple like situationships or like month long or whatever, but this was my first like real boyfriend. First time I thought I fell in love. This is not love. This was limerence. This is absolutely not love. And it was the first time I consistently had someone like spoon me and hold me and caress my hand and like wash my hair in the shower. Little did I know that narcissists love to shower with you. Dude never let me shower alone. At first I was like, oh, this is romantic. And then I was like, this is cold. I hate this. Why do we have to do this? I never got to take a shower by myself when I was dating that dude. Weird. He'd also pissed to me in the shower. That's another red flag. If your boyfriend is pissing on you, he hates you. He hates you. It's not a kink. If he's pissing on you and you don't know it, that's not a kink. He hates you. He's probably also putting some weird stuff in your toothbrush. Anyway, y'all, don't be fooled. You can literally pay someone to hug you these days. These men will ruin your life. They'll take your life. They will literally take years off of your life because they are unaliving you slowly. Even if they never once get violent, they will ruin you. I am still paying. I was with this man less than 1 year, and I am still paying the price of digging myself out of so much debt, spending all my money to treat all this trauma, the schmegsual violence, the financial abuse, the physical violence, the mental violence, emotional violence. 1 year, I ended up in the emergency room with a throat infection that they almost took out my tonsils. It literally cured itself as soon as I left this relationship. I cannot stress enough. These men are going to take your life. And at the very least, ruin it. Please know none of this is normal. Please get out.